Hi all, it's your favorite friend Jay or Jaylan Salah as you formerly know her, film critic at Geek Vibes Nation and In Session Film. Today I have the pleasure of interviewing Mikael Lindnord, writer and producer of Arthur the King, such an inspirational tale based on a portion of his life, a semi-true story, and I would like to introduce and welcome you. How are you, Mikael?
Very good. Very good. How are you?
I'm great. So, what inspired you to write and produce this tale?
Wow. The thing is, like, I experienced this back in 2014 in Ecuador, and everything happened just for, I don't know, everything happened. Everything happened, and s- and people want to read about it. So it was more like that was the way it was coming from. That people really want to have the real story. So I wrote the story. And then after I wrote the story, I wrote two books, and then ESPN made this beautiful documentary about Arthur, and after that, the interest it came from Hollywood to do a movie about this, and that was like 7 years ago when we have this first call from the Tulis and the Cantons, and they told me about the vision how to portray Arthur in a big movie like we see now, and I think we came really close to that big vision, and but also like to do a movie in this kind of, how we did it is tough job, and we have COVID, and we have changed countries and everything, and we have strikes and everything. So I'm very happy and proud and honored to be here today that we have a movie out there.
This is wonderful. So, what was your feeling watching Mark Walberg playing you and the dog playing Arthur for the first time? Like, how did it feel?
First of all, to see Yukai that
Yeah,
played Arthur, they are incredible. They look like twins for sure, and to see they kind of they even like walk kind of same. They have the same kind of vibe over them, so that to see Yukai playing Arthur, that was surrealistic. And also like Mark playing me, it's a great honor. He's a fantastic actor. He's a extremely motivated professional. I only have positive things to say about Mark. I wish everyone could meet him to spend time with him, because he's motivates you just to be there. And the acting part, he's in my point of view one of the best out there.
wonderful. So, Yukai portrayed Arthur, but Arthur came into your life with this inspiration, making you motivated to continue racing, to push through. I want to know when you were writing about this special bond, how did you try to capture all the feelings? How did you try to capture all the history, all the things that happened between you and Arthur so that we saw it and I got so touched and moved and actually inspired by it when I saw you Kai play him? So, how did you gather all your emotions and all your feelings and all your memories into writing this film?
Oh, some days on set, I was like hiding I was hiding behind my sunglasses because I was crying. It was some of the scenes are so close how it was for the real thing. So, it was a emotional roller coaster for me, 100%. And especially we see in the end of the movie, it's very accurate. It's almost as it happened. So to see the movie for me is very emotional still. I've seen it so many times now, but it's every time strikes me. Yeah.
Okay, so talk to us about the difficulties that you faced until this project saw the light. Like, what were more the common difficulties, like shooting, like you said, strikes, COVID, but also was there anything in middle of the shooting, like concerning the actors, concerning safety, concerning some of the scenes? Because there is a lot in this movie.
Yeah. First of all, it was COVID. We were middle of COVID. We test almost every day, and the doctor team was doing incredibly good job to not get COVID inside our COVID bubble. So that was the main thing. Yeah, it was hard. I remember it was the first or second week. We had like three night shoots in a row, And I remember like on the Friday, I was like, okay, it's so hard. It's just raining, and we also have artificial rain in that scenes too. And it was the whole night. I was like on my knees, and everyone was on the knees. And but in in that moment, I got very like motivated because I seen the crew, I saw the actors, like saw Mark, Simu, Nathalie, Ali. They were like fighting in the rain with the cold and everything, and I was like, wow, everyone is doing that for me and Arthur, especially Arthur, of course. And I felt honored. I felt like, yeah, that I think like I don't know. If that would be another set, I'm not sure that we have pushed through that night. I doubt that.
What was the most difficult scene to write? Like, it was an emotional roller coaster overall, but the one that when you were writing, your hands were kind of like shaking and you felt all the emotions welling up.
Yeah, so writing the book, the script is Michael Brandt. That was the head writer of that. But the book was the background, and I also write the book with Walt Hudson, a fantastic woman from London. And to go through the story in real life, and then you write about it, and then you see it on the screen or documentary. It's like it's hard to describe, but sometimes I get super emotional. It doesn't matter. Like it can be a sound, it can be something that reminds me of Arthur that can like trigger everything. And also, like, to be honest, sometimes when I wrote some of the pages or Instagram post, I've been crying so much in this story. And I used to be a tough guy, but I guess I get older. But and I think that also Arthur takes that out of me, that I think I'm pretty soft, actually.
I think
Yeah.
when animals come into your life like that, they kind of bring out certain emotions in you. So it's so like understandable for me. They just bring out some things in you, intense emotions you never thought were even there. Some of them just so dark and some of them so light and some of them so protective. So it's totally understandable that you would go through all of that. And I honor the chance that you made it through. So what I want to ask you as a viewer who was very inspired by this film, and I felt like I want to go and hug all the cats and dogs that I love, what do you want viewers to get from it as a creator?
What I, as a creator, get from the movie? Was that the question?
What do you as a creator want viewers, people who watch it, to get from it?
Okay. I understand. First of all, in this movie, of course, it's a tough sport. You can follow that, and you have the team and everything. But the core with this movie is a love story. It's a love story between a man and a dog that happens when you least thought it would happen. That's the first thing, and the second thing is that sometimes in life you have this life path. You're like, okay, I'm going for this. This is my destiny, but sometimes life wants otherwise, and I'm not so sure you should just stick with your road. Sometimes you can go with the way life wants, and some, even if the doors sometimes are locked, just push a little bit harder. You never know what's on the what was behind next corner or off on the other side of the door, and I think that's this movie is all about. And also, of course, never give up. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your family. Don't give up on your loved ones.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Mikael. This was amazing. Arthur the King will be released on premium video on demand and premium electronic sell-through on April 16 and on electronic sell-through and DVD on May 28. Thank you. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.